Welcome,
Got it.
welcome, welcome, welcome,
You're
welcome. Hey, give me 2 seconds to cut my AC off.
all right. Well, while he's away, let's talk about it. No, I'm playing. Nah, but welcome to another episode of In a Way We're Right. I'm Rank. Lando is turning off his AC. He's back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
But
I'm back.
we are episode 2, season 2, ep 2, technically, by the new standards that we developed last episode.
Yeah. I
Uh,
figured out what I'm gonna do too. So when I'm still gonna put like whatever number episode we're on,
mhm.
but season two when they look at it on like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, like anime
Yeah.
be doing,
Okay.
because you know how anime be doing, because we fans, you know.
Yeah. Episode 600, season 4. But yeah, man. Real quick, we're definitely gonna start off with because it is June. June's coming to an end, and we definitely would be remiss if we did not shout out Pride, the LGBTQ plus community. We got a lot of homies in that community and whatnot. So definitely want to make sure I give them their due diligence, give them their shout out for sure. Um, and a big step this year for the LGBTQ, and I am an ally, putting that out there.
100%.
100% ally for sure. But nah, what's it called came out? My boy, uh, what's his name?
Carl Nassib. I think I don't want
Carl
to.
Nassib.
I think I'm messing up the last name, but
Yeah,
I know he
but
plays for the Raiders.
Raiders first
And he's mhm.
actively gay NFL player.
Yes.
Usually it's
So
people
the
that
key
get
word
retired
there
or
is,
whatever.
yeah, the key word there is actively. A lot of people talk about Michael Sam. Michael Sam did not make the final 53, if y'all remember correctly.
Yeah,
For
because
the
he
very
wasn't good
things
at
that
football.
there it is. He had a shit. He was like third, fourth round projected. Had a shit combine and messed up history.
But yeah, so that's good though. Yeah, that's good though, man. That's a huge step. I think now it's going to make a lot more people a lot more comfortable with embracing their sexuality, which I think the better we get as far as accepting it, and not even just accepting it, but like when people can accept their sexuality, I think you see a lot of things change. A lot of people are angry because of what they're hiding and whatnot. So a lot of people are sad, a lot of people are scared, whatever. I think you see a lot of people live their best life when they accept that. But moving forward, because she's also a part of the LGBTQ community. Fun
Gang,
fact,
gang.
just learned this. But shout out to Shakari,
Shakari.
Shakari
Don't fuck it up. Fastest woman in the world. Don't fuck it up.
facts, because she can run here expeditiously.
And that's a
So,
fact, Jack.
but shout out Shakari for the Olympic try. Like, she's headed to the Olympics. She's an Olympian. You heard her. I'm an Olympian. Like,
I'm an
period.
Olympian.
Talk your shit.
She
But
was in her Duffy, man.
she was in her duffel bag, and she didn't even have a good start. Her
No,
start was kind of bad, and she just walked everybody down and still won by a lot. And
that's a fact.
that's insane to do in 100 meter. People like that's a 200 meter. You see that a lot. Usain Bolt, you see him do it every year.
Yeah.
He'll start off kind of in the back, and then he just walks everybody down, and then wins by damn near 20 meters. It looks like, but to do that in 100 meter where you're really not working with that much room, people hit their top speed, and like, I mean, you're talking about 100 meters. Like, you don't get that curve, that extra time to kick it in gear. You got to go. You got to get on that horse as soon as you get out the blocks. And the fact that she can just she can afford to, be a couple steps behind is crazy. But definitely shout out her, and shout out to all the Black women, all the athletes in general. Shout out every athlete that made it to the Olympics, because that's big.
Whole U.S. women's track team is
Yeah,
sisters. I love to see it.
Love to see it. We're prospering. Yeah, we're prospering. Shout out, just shout out, what I'm saying, where I'm about to go with this. But shout out to the Black women holding it down. Shout out to the Black athletes holding it down, because we are
Black
the
queens,
Black queens. We
and she
are
looked like
in the
Starfire when she won that too, which is even crazier.
yeah. Nah, she looked crazy when she was running for real. Like the hair in the wind with the nails, like she's different.
I know whoever was from Germany was like, fuck.
With the hard K. Like, how people say the N word with a hard R, they say fuck with a hard K.
3 of them too. I know
3 of them.
Sick.
All K's, no C's.
Nah, I'd have got my shit off for sure if I was German. Oh yeah, I'd have been in my Duffy, the Hardy Har too. Hardy Har.
But nah, man. We just celebrated Juneteenth this previous weekend. Huge shout out real quick to the Fairfield Development Corporation. Shout out to Rashad Sanders holding it down. Shout out to 80 Lewis Center. Shout out Mary Jane Crawford. Shout out Maria Hill. Huge shouts out for that. The Juneteenth celebration, real quick to get into that. This is the best, and I was privileged to serve on a Juneteenth board back in I believe it was 2019, might have been 2018, with may he rest in peace, with Coach Sloan, Tony K. There's a lot of cool names that were on that list that I was able to work with. And it was, that Juneteenth was all right. This one was like the ones when we were kids. Like when I was a kid and I used to like look forward to Huntington's Juneteenth celebration. Like it's like a giant cookout for it's like a family reunion almost. You got food everywhere, live entertainment. And shout out to the Huntington music scene, the West Virginia music scene, take it off with Shalim perform, gang. The heavy hitters, Fat God, shout out Fat. I mean, it's a lot of dope artists right now, but it was dope. Juneteenth was dope. I'm on the fence about this whole federal holiday thing because I know what's about to happen moving forward as far as the commercialization of it, where it's going to be like Cinco de Mayo.
They about to coon it up.
They're about to coon chips have been activated. There are Negrobots out there right now waiting to coon. But
Umar is crazy for that.
Umar is funny for that. He said Negro robots, Negrobots. But and then the coon chip is nuts. But yeah, man, it's I see where it's going. So I think there's two ways this can go. They can either keep trying to put this in our face, like we made it a holiday, you get the day off, you get this, you get the celebration deals, you want freedom. How about this? No down payment for up to $600. Just weird promotions.
About to go crazy with the Juneteenth. All black trucks only.
I know Kohl's and Old Navy's about to be in their duffel bag for sure.
Yeah, and Old Navy, H&M, true.
I ask you guys, all the white listeners out there, and I say this with the utmost respect. I ask that you respectfully do not buy a dashiki, please, please, please. We see how you guys do the sombreros and the ponchos for Cinco de Mayo. We see how you do St. Pat. Now you guys can do St. Patty's Day. That's y'all. But we see how y'all get with the appropriation. Please next year, don't come out like Vince McMahon with the do-rag talking about what's up, my nigga. Please don't do that. Please. I ask, I beg, please don't come out. Please don't just let us just give us a day where you just don't fuck with us. Just don't bother me for a day.
Hey, white people about to look like Ali G next Juneteenth.
They're about to look like Kip and Napoleon Dynamite when he started messing with LaShonda.
Hey, that's crazy.
Bro, it's about to be hectic. It's about to be a bunch of B-Rads from Malibu's Most Wanted. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's one of my favorite movies ever.
That movie's fire.
So the thing with that is they'll probably end up doing something. I just don't.
Give us what we're asking for.
It is, because that's the whole day. As soon as they made it a federal holiday, that was the whole next day. What is Juneteenth? And then we had I'm in the military, and Rank's also in the military. Santita. Oh,
no, I'm fucking with you. I'm messing with you.
Santita. You want me to whisper it?
Nah, you're good.
So when you get those emails about it being a holiday, it's like, congratulations. You can use Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Something that's been known. Actually, Rank, I found out about it in 2015. You taught me 2014 during KRL. That's when I found out about Juneteenth. So shouts out to Rank.
Real.
Get me right, getting me hit. I had to go do my own research. But I know the Africa bead necklaces is about to go up.
But Please, like,
Prices
so
about to go up.
my biggest thing is this. We didn't ask for a federal holiday. It's cool, we got it. Cool, whatever. Um, we asked that there's no voter suppression. We asked that there's anti-hate bills that are being pushed the same way they have anti-hate bills for, other communities.
And that's what we got.
We're not asking for too much. We're asking for an equal amount of opportunity. We're asking for hey, let's really look into police reform. How about that? Let's really look into voter suppression. Let's look into gerrymandering. Let's look into all this stuff. But instead, we're looking into, now they're taking knees that were in kente cloths, and now we got a federal holiday. Then some MF gonna go and sing the Negro national anthem.
Oh God!
And I think that was my last straw. Because I was at work when the news broke that because for West Virginia, Jim Justice declared it a state holiday this past Thursday. Well, the Thursday prior to. So all the state employees in the office were like, "Oh hell yeah, we get Friday and Monday off," because West Virginia Day was also this previous weekend, the same weekend, I should say. And so they're sitting there, and then you get what's Juneteenth? And then my least favorite response I received was, "I don't care, we get the day off."
And that's gonna happen a lot, and did happen a lot.
And
That's the main thing. Like, what y'all do with these black holidays is atrocious. I remember back when Martin Luther King's birthday was actually on his birthday at one point. Now y'all be having it on the 17th and the 19th and the 20th. It's like, bro, it's Martin Luther King Day. Like, make it on his day. Like, bro, we about to celebrate Juneteenth on the 25th. Give it 3 years.
It's going to get it's going to be a leap year holiday.
Give it. I'm dead. Hey, that's funny as hell. The 29th of Feb.
Bro, they're gonna give us on the 30th.
The 30th.
No, I don't like that at all though. And I once it's just because then what we look into is, well, that was when slavery ended. No, that's not when slavery ended, because then you got introduced to sharecropping and Jim Crow era. So that's when slavery reshaped itself into the prison system, into sharecropping, into I mean, we're talking about after slavery ended. I can't think of the terms. I'm just going to explain what I'm trying to say. You're talking about a bunch of people who eventually learned English after generations of people. But so you're talking about people with broken languages, with broken English. You say, all right, listen, you're free. You're free to go. You open up the gates. You're free to go. You don't have an education. Right. You don't know English. You don't have you don't have a dollar to your name. And on top of that, we're not going to hire you because we don't hire colored folk.
Mm-hmm. So they stay. And it's even crazier that I bet the people that got off of Texas was shocked. Like, there's y'all ain't know? Like, niggas read the newspaper back then, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like,
why would we know the war was up?
Which, like, imagine going to Texas and you like, wait, there's slave. Like, imagine going to Texas like the week before Juneteenth, and it's like, what the hell, y'all? What are y'all doing out here?
Somebody snatch you up, like, hey,
yeah, who do you work for?
I'm like, oh no, I work at the newsstand down the road.
Low key, do you think that's how people found out?
No,
like somebody got snatched up and said, nah, bro, we don't do that no more. We don't do that no more. Why you walking around? I'm like, oh, sis, we done. We're done.
Wait, what? We done. She went back and told the fam. They was mad as shit.
Mad as, can you feel a brand new day? No, right.
Oh man.
But now, speaking of Juneteenth and the appropriation that's going to come with it, let's talk about another appropriate conversation for appropriation. Robert Griffin III, also known as RG3.
No. He don't deserve his nickname, bro. He's Robert Griffin.
Yeah, you're right.
III.
That's been snatched because his black card has been revoked.
He's the worst nigga I know right now, for real.
He's easily the worst because, like, so here's my thing, and here's my biggest. So in case you're not hip to the situation,
Yeah, there you go.
RG3 once again is making sure making sure we know that his wife is white. And I'm all for interracial relationships. I'm all for any love is love. You love who you love. You can't control who you love. It is what
Both
it
men in
is.
them.
Um, so nobody gives a damn that his wife's white. What we get mad at is why do you always have to compare her to black women?
Every
Every time. Just let your wife be your wife and let whoever's not your wife not be your wife. You feel me?
he goes
So
out of his way. So there's
he
a
goes out of his
so
way
uh
every time.
he he said, "Sir, you are." So somebody tweeted and it was like, "Sir, you are the stereotype." And he went pretty much was telling him like, "Hey, like you're going way out of your way right now to compare your wife, your white wife, to subjecting her." Because he posted a video of his wife doing pistol squats. For those that don't know, it's like a real deep squat, activates the butt muscles. And in RG3's defense, it was poking. I'm not gonna hold it. No,
I'll
I'm
agree.
not gonna hold it. It was poking. But the thing is, he goes, "We're not. You're the stereotype." So the guy tweets at him, goes, "You're the stereotype because you're like getting on people for telling you like, hey, stop amplifying your wife because of black features." And then RG3 tweets out, says, "Hey, I don't do that because my wife has black features. What I do is because my wife has black features." And it's not verbatim, but it was real similar to that. And it was
I think
just
what he
stupid.
actually said was, I'm not glorifying my wife having black features. I'm saying that she has non-traditional something. I can't even remember, but
I'm about to
long story,
find it verbatim.
because that shit,
Was dumb as hell. Top
it was
top
just
five dumbest
stupid.
shit I've ever seen. Holy crap. Please have it on here still. Please have it on here still. Yes, sir. So he pretty much the guy goes, black man celebrating his white wife for having features he associates with black women follows a very specific and prevalent stereotype. I'm pretty sure you know that. Like you could have just called her beautiful or fine and kept on moving. And then he's Robert Griffin, this is verbatim. Goes, yeah, that's not what I did. I'm celebrating my wife for having features that are considered not white. So I immediately seeing that in the, oh my god. Nigga,
I
are you serious? Two plus two is
don't get it.
four. That's not what it is. Two plus two is four. And just because of that, the tweet from a couple days, like, shut up. You was dumb. Like you went and tweeted that. You like you're too
You didn't
famous
need
not to
to.
reread something before you tweet it, really.
The worst part is he didn't even need to do all the. He could have just posted his wife doing squats.
Fact. No,
Go,
niggas like,
babe.
oh, you got trolls. Oh, your wife is white. Okay, I'm a
Okay.
millionaire. Scroll by. Like, I, I felt the same way about Kevin Durant and his burner Twitter. Like,
KD. Now
dude,
I'm not gonna lie. I mess with
you're
KD on Twitter for real.
way too rich.
Way too like you're
Beautiful
way too. I
wife,
mean, but
beautiful
you gotta.
family. Like, why are you
But
worried about
KD did
money?
have a point though. His counter argument to that is he might, yes, he's okay, yes, he's a millionaire, but he's also still a human. And I think that when we look at people who have money, we forget that they're still people. You know what I'm saying? We put people on these like unrealistic pedestals. Granted, he's nice as hell at basketball. He's a 7 foot killer
Yeah.
that that has 100 mil. But at the same time, he's still a person, and certain shit's gonna get now. How you decide to respond to it is, but I see, but that's what he's trying to say. But RG3,
Yeah, he's,
dude,
he's he's doing bad. He's down real bad, y'all.
and
Like
once again, I'm all for loving your woman out loud. Like that's good. Like,
it's amazing.
you don't got a closet love your and so that was not to veer off track, but that was like a conversation that because now you got your a lot of Negrobots came out the woodworks. And so then you have your usual Twitter discussions and think pieces and dissertations. And so one person was like, black women love when black men love their women, like love their woman out loud until it's not them. So once again, we're stuck in this us versus them mentality that always going to keep us divided. But yeah, you got that, and then you got black women like going back, like, no, that's not the case at all. It's the fact that why do we always have to be, why do we get to be the like, why do we always get complained, like get comparisons and shit, but we can't be the beauty standard, like,
it's
because
man,
it's wild.
it's like I'm thinking like just to tweet out, come on, but like in the SpongeBob emoji, where like one's capitalized, one's uncapitalized,
Mm-hmm.
like the capital. Come on, bro, your wife is white, and you're just posting a video of her where her ass is poking, which is like it's lame. It's lame to me, man.
It's lame.
It's lame. Like it's come on, you can do better, bro. Your wife is like you have a beautiful family, like, and I get it. Like you said, they are people, but dude, like you got to know how
I'm
to. You have media training. You have all of this shit that we don't have. Like, and we would know better to go about it like that. We would know better.
I
We
gotta
know
yeah,
better.
hop on the burner. KD gave us the blueprint. Just make sure you sign out.
Not even that, bro. Just you can love her out loud and not try to
Yeah,
go for it, dude.
you don't have
That
to
is
try to troll us for trolling you, like,
that
because we're
is
gonna get
so
our
corny.
Twitter's gonna get their shit off. Like, it's Twitter. The quicker you realize that, the funnier it is and the better it is for you.
And this is random. Do you have anything else for this topic? I don't want to just like veer
Nah,
somewhere else. But this ain't even in thing. I just know that we real niggas. We could talk about it. I got a new haircut yesterday. I got a haircut yesterday, and I started acting brand new at work today. I ain't even gonna hold you. Not a humble bone in the body. I was like, yeah, I did this, I did this, I did this, and then what? And what?
nah, I'm not gonna hold you, but the haircut was clean, bro. You sent that in the group. I was like, nah, he's different.
Y'all can't see the way it's waving right now, but trust me, they are. You know what I'm saying? They'll wave back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was brand new at work today. I wasn't playing no games at all. Almost. No, I'm playing. She might watch this. Love you, Sergeant Lewis.
but nah, shifting gears because we were just talking about Twitter. We also got to take a minute just to understand how wild and lit basketball Twitter is.
And that's a fact.
Because Barry McCockner has one of the funniest Twitters on the planet. And it's funny because the picture makes it even more funny than what it actually is sometimes. Half the time. And then like, it's just the fact that like people find just funny ass ways to slander people. Like
Mickey.
Bro,
Hey, Mickey Mouse.
the LaMickey and A Disney is crazy to me.
It's the funniest shit in the world to me.
Or when they say La GM or La Coach or La Fraud.
Oh my god. My favorite is not La Mickey. What is it? La Damn Shame.
La Damn.
La Damn Shame is up there. There's a lot of LeBron slang. And then there's like the little stories. And it was like, there I was at K's trying to find something to propose to my wife. Out of nowhere, I got hit with a pan in the back of the head. I look up. It's Lil Mickey. Like, go get your own ring, dude. That shit there. Shit like that, man.
Bruh.
That's
That shit is crazy. What did Barry McCockner say today? Because KD tweeted. So if you guys don't know, Scottie Pippen pretty much like, and I kind of agree with Scottie Pippen. I'm not even gonna hold you. Scottie Pippen spoke on the Kevin Durant situation. He said where KD messed up is he tried to beat the Bucks instead of for having his team beat the Bucks. He didn't create for his team down the line. He was trying to go blow for blow, and he's getting essentially jumped by Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis, Antetokounmpo. Like, but
Antetokounmpo.
it's actually pronounced Antetokounmpo. It's he's Nigerian. He's not Greek. But
I know he's
I digress.
Nigerian. Come
But
on, God, I'm a basketball fan, man. Come on, keep going.
but yeah, so he was. But basically, that's Scottie Pippen. That was his take, and he said in that situation, LeBron probably would have created a better shot. Like, it's cool that KD took the shot. That's a killer instinct that people just love so much. But LeBron would have made the smarter play. Was this whole thing, and then he ended it with you can't like KD's not LeBron and LeBron's not KD. They're two totally different players. LeBron he's a team guy. KD is he's just KD. But then so So KD goes back at Scotty, and so Barry McCockner goes at KD, which is shouldn't be a big deal, but I think it's hilarious. He goes, "Hey, unlike you, Scotty actually carried." Hold up, my fault. My face gonna go away. I gotta read this because it's hilarious. Uh,
I do want to. I can't wait to talk playoffs because we definitely need to get into that. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
he said Scottie Pippen was the best player on 6 title teams. Unlike you, Kevin, you're still looking for your first ring.
Like Barry, and the thing is about Barry, man. Like big shout out to him because he gets real analysts every time.
I love it.
Every time. Like you know how many times ESPN or Undisputed or First Takes quoted something from Barry. He'd be ready too. It's like he's watching all of it at once. Like got that ass, got ready to go
Yeah,
every time.
I know he has their tweet notifications on because I mean, he's there as soon as the tweet drops.
And his
Him
name is
and another
Barry
shout out to
McCockiner.
Puffs the Legend.
Oh, he's funny too.
He's hilarious. First of all, because his non basketball tweets are hilarious. He said he said you come in, the cribs smell like cocoa butter, and the cribs smell like cocoa butter, and she got a bonnet on. Just know you're about to be a single mother after this. Like the stuff he says outside of basketball is hilarious, but his basketball takes are funny too. And Josiah Johnson, his joint's funny, and then obviously
All he does is
RDC World.
tweet and then LeBron. Oh, retweet. Ha ha ha. Every time. I don't care what it is. Woke up this morning. There's LeBron right behind him. I swear to God. Like, get your own Twitter, dude. LeMickey. No, I'm kidding. But okay, boom. This is perfect. Perfect. Going right into the playoffs. I don't understand what this Kevin Durant slander that's been going on is. I don't understand. Like, everybody goes, it's a real back and forth thing. People say, feed the hot hand. You got a nigga that's scoring like 36, 37 a game on 50% shooting. No, I'm not fucking passing. Like, no. Like, there's no chance in hell I pass this ball. If I had to play 52 minutes, everybody on this team was letting them down game 7 outside of one Bruce Brown. Like, who? And Jeff Green plays solid, but who?
Jeff Green carried him.
Like, why would anybody else take that? Like, I get it. It wasn't the best shot. But in all reality, like, he was a big toe away from the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Like, that was the biggest shot of the game up to that point, and all he could do was be upset with himself.
No, he's a dog. So the KD slander, I'm not mad at the KD slander for one reason. We're holding people to standards. And if we're going to slander LeBron, he has to be the standard. Mm-hmm. So I'm cool with it, especially when you put KD in the best player in the world conversations. Like, you're not gonna hear me slander Trae Young as I would Steph after a poor performance. Because Steph is in that top 5 point guard of all time conversation. Trae Young is trying to get into that. Yeah, for real.
He might not be 2.
But Trae Young is more or less trying to get into the top 5 in the league conversation. So it's levels. And so if you're going to publicly claim I'm the best player on the planet, Giannis is going ride and he's the best player on the planet. And everybody wants to give you that title. The best player is going to make it out the conference, especially in the East. And LeBron doesn't lose that series. Especially East, like, does he?
Did you see how the Nets played?
Yes.
Not Kevin Durant, the rest of the team.
The rest of the Nets. Can we time travel real quick?
Okay.
Let's get in the car. Get in the car. Put your seatbelt on.
I knew this would be a LeBron conversation. I'm excited.
Put the seatbelt on. You got your seatbelt on?
A safety first.
Buckle up. You gotta turn on the music.
Let's do it.
You gotta play music from the year that you want to go back to. I'm gonna play Daytona.
We're going back to 2018.
Yes.
Oh, we could kindly. You know what? It's crazy. That's where I was going to go.
We just took off.
Come on,
we're in 2018. let's look at this roster that comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the starting lineup.
Let's do it.
We have at guard, 6'2", out of Australia, Matthew Dellavedova. At your other guard, we have George Hill.
I believe it was J.R. Smith, but
No, it might have been J.R. I think it was actually George and J.R. starting, and then Matthew Dellavedova.
Matthew Delly took his spot in the finals, or Eastern Conference Finals, I think.
So you got so listen. So you got J.R. Smith, you got George Hill. At your power forward, you have Tristan Thompson. Kevin. Okay,
All-star.
we can say
All-star 17-13 that season. Kevin Love.
No. Okay, real quick before we get started there, Tristan might have been on paper the 5. He's a 4. Kevin Love's a 5. Kevin Love's a 7-footer. Tristan Thompson's shorter than Braun.
Kevin Love is 6'8".
Kevin Love is at least 6'11". He's taller than Braun.
Dude, Kevin Love is 6'8". What are you?
So Kevin Love's shorter than LeBron James. You're saying this?
Look.
Come on, bro. Look at the pictures of him next to LeBron.
I just want you to see it.
No, we're not doing that. Look at
you know what? I'll give him 6'10", 6'11". I ain't mad at it.
Because we got to remember they take height your rookie season. Half the people aren't done growing. They're still trying to convince me LeBron's 6'8", and he's eye level with niggas that are 6'10". But anyway, I digress. Long story short, Kevin Love was the 5 because he's taller than Tristan Thompson. But anyway, so Kevin Love, so we're missing the point.
Keep going.
Tristan Thompson, Dellavedova, J.R. Smith, George Hill, Amon Shumpert, Kevin Love, 17. We're going to act like 17 is crazy for some reason, which is cool.
13.
17 and 13.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Anderson Sabonis is an all-star right now with those numbers. I want that on record.
And when will you ever hear me talk? When will you ever hear me talk about Sabonis?
Hey, he's like that, and I don't want no disrespect on him.
No, but he's not. All right, now let's look at the opposing roster. Okay. First of all, that roster beat everybody in the East.
Do you really want to get into that? If we're going to get into that, let's not. He played the youngest team in the league, the youngest starting 5 in an Eastern Conference ever, right?
Who was
the star? Name a star on that team.
Jason Tatum.
Wrong. He was 16 a game. That's not a star. If that's a star, Kuzma was a star, which wasn't the case. He was young as fuck. Jaylen Brown was still defensive. I don't want to hit Al Horford. Cool. He was 90.
Oh, okay.
He was the only old nigga. And you had Marcus Smart, who still couldn't shoot at the time. And he can't shoot now. But
the Celtics. So the Celtics were so you're telling me the Celtics were a bad team?
I didn't say that. I know they had 0 all-stars.
It's a team sport, if I'm correct.
It was a 0 all-star team, right?
I think Al Horford might have snuck in all-star.
Google don't lie. Continue.
But long story short, though, that was a good team. That was a good team. We didn't have a good team. We had a LeBron.
Kevin Love's better than everybody on that team at that point. Relax.
He didn't fucking play like it. Jeez, what was LeBron doing? Carrying. Kevin Love was complaining about mental health.
Hey, he better be lucky. Don't forget the Cavs were healthy. The Celtics were not.
Who was hurt on the Celtics?
Kyrie Irving. I don't know.
The guy who, when he was on the court, they couldn't win as effectively as they did when he was off.
Do you know Kyrie Irving?
I do. And you know what else I know about Kyrie?
You know better, right? You know
I don't.
I don't. Like the Celtics wouldn't beat that.
I don't know about Kyrie Irving because what has he done without LeBron James?
LeBron went and got a better player than Anthony Davis.
No. That's what it took. People told me Kevin Durant's the best player on the planet.
Bro, you know better. Niggas aren't really saying that. It's just a conversation
people told me. I'm not saying this.
Oh, anyway, keep going. We're not going to act like those Celtics would even go half a game with the Bucks. It's fine.
They would. They would probably beat the Bucks.
that 2018 Celtics will
That
beat.
2018 Celtics team would beat this team, this current Bucks. Yes,
So
because
wait,
they were better. They're better defensively than they're better defense. That Celtics team defensively is better than anybody the Bucks have played this postseason. First and foremost, so they match up better. They play team oriented basketball, so it's not going to be a 1-on-3 how it came down to with the Nets because Kevin Durant doesn't know how to create for his team. It's
can,
not going to be that type of situation.
can I make a phone
And they had
call?
better coaching. And Giannis is Giannis. He's going to do what he's going to do, whatever. But we can't act like I feel like we're forgetting who Giannis is. This is the same guy who you foul him down the stretch, and he's Ben Simmons. This is the same guy who has delay of games at the free throw line. This is the same guy that is down 1-0 to the Hawks with Trae Young and
Listen,
John Collins.
hold on. Okay, guys, I like the narratives he's painting because he's trying to help his case. One, that Celtics team, once again, zilch All Stars. No, they
They
weren't the
made it
best
to
team.
the Eastern Conference
Listen,
Finals.
listen.
Does that not mean anything?
It does, it does, it does. But can we get into it?
No. What is there
Can
to
we
get into?
can we get into it, please? Okay, thank you. One, they got there. Congrats to them. It was a big accomplishment. I believe it's the youngest starting five to make an Eastern Conference. Amazing, wonderful work. They did great to get there. Now, this wasn't supposed to be close. Like LeBron and Kevin Love were supposed to 4-2 them clean, like 4-1.
No, they weren't. That's when you have to realize what the teams are. Because Al Horford and Kevin Love are equals. And
When
that
since when were they on the same level? I mean, you know
Al
what?
Horford,
I didn't
nah,
want to do this.
Numbers don't say everything.
I'm gonna ask one
Gameplay.
question. You know who I'm calling. I'm asking one. If he answers, I'm asking one question. I'm gonna hang up. You're being very disrespectful to the Bucks right now because you can't boost them for beating KD and then not boost them after like they're losing the 2018 Celtics. Are you crazy?
They would.
Bro, that's so. He'll call back, bro. He'll call back. That's actually the craziest shit that's ever come out of your mouth. And I'm not. I've known you for a very long time. That there alone, acting like that. We don't. I don't want to get stuck on it because we're on this drive. If you're going to
But
talk about the finals where
long
LeBron
story
didn't
short,
win listen. If you're going to talk about the finals where LeBron didn't win a single game, and in that game one, yeah, he had 50, but he scored 2 points in overtime and didn't take a shot until 2 minutes left. If that's the game you want to talk about, we kindly can. That was the only close game, really.
I want to here's because you're listen, so we're
We
driving.
can talk about it.
We're driving. So let's listen to that roster. Now listen to the roster he played against. Kevin Durant.
Uh-huh. We know
Top,
we don't got to get into it. We know the roster.
no, we do. No, because I want people to understand
Mm-hmm.
how unbalanced the scale was. Kevin Durant, who's arguably the best offensive player ever.
Okay.
But even if we don't say, even if we don't give him that title, he's top 3, top 2, not 2, but top 3 easily. 7 foot guard skills. Steph Curry, who's top 2 point guard all time. We're cool with saying that. Klay Thompson, who's arguably the best 3-and-D player ever. Because he does both at a very high level. Because usually your 3-and-D guy, he can shoot sometimes, but he can't really defend. Or, I mean, and he can defend, like, if he plays good defense, he's not going to make a shot. Clay's arguably the second best shooter of all time. But I'll put him, I won't say he's number 2. I'll give credit to those who came before him. But I truly believe it.
I don't.
But anyway, he's a top 5 shooter of all time. Easily. Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP, I might add, who plays like, okay, continue. Draymond Green, who was at that time arguably the best defender in the league, one of them. And then they had depth. You got JaVale McGee. You got they had depth. They had a roster.
Okay. I like that. Now we can play the name game, and it stays with LeBron. So we just got to go back 7 years to where 3 niggas on the Heat were better than anybody on the Mavs.
No,
if you
Dirk is better than Bosh.
We're not going to sit here and act like Chris Bosh ain't better than Dirk at that time. I love Dirk to death, Hall of Famer, but y'all can give that shit a rest. There's no way you sit there in your mind at a draft and go, we have Dirk and Chris Bosh on the board.
Taking
I
Dirk.
would Dirk. Like niggas weren't saying that then. Like
I was.
I remember what baby Dread Bosh was doing. So we're not gonna do that. Like
I remember
love
what
Dirk to
Dirk
death.
did.
In 2011, niggas aren't taking Dirk over Chris Bosh. Give it a rest. So you got three niggas that's better than one, right? And what happened? Name game don't work. Name game don't
2011.
work.
20. All right, now let's fast forward. So
LeBron was
2011.
9 years in the league for record, or 8 years in the league. That's a better.
Okay.
That's well past veteranship.
Okay.
All
But
of them were way past veteranship.
But is it?
Oh,
It's 20.
I knew it. Hey
He's
Rob,
26
real
years
quick,
old.
bro. You know we live on the pod, and Rank just said probably the worst shit he's ever said in his life.
What he say?
The 2018 Celtics that were in the Eastern Conference Finals, the one who didn't have Kyrie. He said they beat the Bucks this year.
No, the fuck they wouldn't.
And
Is
here
that the
we
worst
go.
thing you've ever heard?
No.
So I have a question then. I have a question. What are we going to say if this Hawks team beats the Bucks?
Bro, they blew a 2-0 lead.
If-
Game 7 at home.
Listen. If the Hawks beat the Bucks,
What are we going to say? Because you know how exaggerated narratives become. So if the Hawks beat the Bucks, we're going to try to diminish the Bucks, right?
no.
What? So what are we going to say?
It would
Are we
literally
going to say
take
this Hawks team
Trae
is better
Young
than
has
that?
to have 53 more times to win. He did all of that, a historical game, and they won by 3.
Bro,
So are we saying that this Hawks team is better than that Celtics team?
Say it one more time.
Are we saying that this Hawks team is better than that Celtics team?
All right, you hear this Hawks team better than that Celtics team.
yeah, of course.
I think a majority of teams would beat that Celtics team. He's trying to play the LeBron game, act like the Celtics were so tough in 2018. Jason Tatum wasn't nobody yet. Jaylen Brown for sure wasn't nobody.
Jaylen Brown wasn't even close to this, and you know what Marcus Smart is.
And Al Horford was Al Horford.
Yeah, he was actually good still, but like Terry Rozier, he was good, but he's not that guy like that.
It never was, right?
Yeah, he never will be.
Thank you. Scary Terry. Oh, congratulations. You rock. You watch Rick and
So
Morty.
what was Kevin Love without LeBron?
Kevin 25 and 15 was Kevin Love without LeBron.
No playoff appearances.
You said no playoff appearances for the Timberwolves, right? So he's Cat. Is Cat shitty? Are we gonna act like Cat shitty?
But let's call a spade a spade. Unsuccessful.
That listen. I see what you're trying to do. You can give it a rest.
Cats made the playoffs.
This is Devin Booker's first playoffs, and he's still better than a lot of niggas, right? Even before this, right?
I don't judge people off that because teams really be shit. Bro.
Thank you.
And it be the same teams over and over.
Thank you.
Listen,
Like,
long story short, listen, Rob, does a LeBron James led team lose to the Bucks like in the same manner that KD did?
I mean, not honestly, bro. The way that the Bucks played in the last series, like just how they're just a dumbass team, I truly think that LeBron's not losing to them because they're not smart enough.
but if LeBron's team's performing at the level that KD's was at the time,
And then let's talk
Bruce Brown
talk
has
about
to play 50 minutes.
If you tell me if I got LeBron James, 75% of James Harden, even if it is washed up, Blake Griffin and Joe Harris and the other role players too, and you give me a game 7 at home, I'm winning that 5 LeBron.
James Harden scored 30 points in 3 games. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
dude.
I don't give a fuck. They don't win that.
James Harden averages 25 a game. What are you like? This is what I be talking about, man.
But listen, but that's the difference. So LeBron elevates his teammates. Kevin Durant doesn't. That's why LeBron's such a better player.
Hold on. Everybody's talking at once.
If you make or miss shots, bro, that's one thing. But James Harden's never done shit in a game 7 to lead you to believe he would have shot any better than that. So if he was out there playing basketball the way he plays basketball, I'll give him 75%, cut him a little bit of slack. If LeBron has that, bro, they're winning. I don't give a fuck.
What will LeBron do differently than what Kevin Durant did? I'm curious.
First of all, he wouldn't have had.
I don't know.
I'll let him go.
Really, truly.
Win. That's all you got.
Lead a team, not play hero ball.
I mean,
Yes,
sometimes you have no choice. Really.
No. Here's the problem.
Go ahead.
Here's the problem. LeBron trades for his team.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob. Go ahead.
LeBron will create for himself to create for the team.
Mhm.
So Bron might start off hot first quarter. He might drop 15. Now that's going to start opening up others' hands. Why would you? I don't expect Joe Harris to make a clutch basket if he hasn't touched the fucking ball the whole game because KD's been playing hero ball since the game started. I don't
took like
expect
13
that.
shots, but go ahead.
But you're missing the point. Like LeBron, KD's like putting it like when anybody else has a shot, it's not a good shot because KD's been dominating the ball the whole game. Nobody else has that fluidity to where like they could just I haven't taken the shot since warm-ups, but fuck it, here's a three, boom. They don't have that. You know, they don't get a chance to get in rhythm because KD is the rhythm. LeBron, he's going to find people. And that's where the difference is. He's not going to be that gas because he's been finding people the whole game versus trying to go bucket for bucket with 3 niggas by himself.
He's damn sure not bringing the ball up every time. He's going to sit down there and wait for him to give it to him. And another thing is you're either going to win playing the team ball or you got 3 options, bro. You're either going to lose by yourself, you're going to lose with your team, or you got a chance to win if your team's falling. You're not winning by yourself anyway.
Hold on. So that last option, here's the thing, Rob. Kevin Durant doesn't have that last option. His team plays shit.
But you're missing what you're not listening. Why
I get what you're trying to say about the hero ball. Like I really, really get it. My thing is like when you go out and you play a whole series, your stars are up and down. Like the niggas who normally perform aren't really performing. Like Blake hit some shots, but y'all not gonna say act like Blake Griffin played good. And like Middleton played. This is the best Middleton you've ever seen, right or wrong?
Jeff Green didn't play good.
12 a game, nigga. That Jeff Green?
No,
he dropped 30.
Points in game 5.
One game.
So they would have lost even that game
Oh.
if he didn't do that.
Okay, I got it. So a nigga stepped up. Yeah, I get it. A nigga stepped up. Cool. You had to wait for Jeff. Jeff Green's like 8th man, by the way. Like I just want y'all to know that. Like it took a Terrence Mann game. He pulled a Terrence Mann. Okay, an anomaly, which was needed, right? I'm not
Jeff Green.
It came at a time where you needed it. But if I'm sitting here and nobody else is playing good, I'm shooting 50% and averaging 36. I'm not passing this ball. Fuck y'all. Do better.
Listen, I'm not knocking, bro. KD's like he should look at the basket. But my only thing is this. That's the difference. That's just why he's not that nigga like that. If the only way you can impact the team winning is about putting the ball in the basket, you're not on that level as a nigga that I would think of like a Steph Curry or LeBron. That's just how
Steph Curry literally averages like 6 assists a game.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. You got to guard him from half court though.
What does that mean? If KD's going to score more at a higher clip, where are we talking about?
If Steph finds Draymond and Draymond finds the right nigga, bro, that's still the right play. It don't have to go on the stat sheet, bro. You know what goes on the stat sheet, all them bricks that KD throws up when he's not hitting. And he ain't got nobody else involved, so now nobody hit.
The nigga shooting 50%. Once again, 50%, averaging 36 for 7 games.
What did he shoot in overtime?
He played bad. You know what's crazy? He played bad in overtime. It looked real familiar.
Instead of scoring 36, if he had 26 and then 7 assists, 8 assists.
He averaged 7 assists for the series.
Huh?
He averaged 7 assists for the series.
Oh, so you should average 10 like Brown would have did.
But less points.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on. So LeBron scores less points and bumps up more assists. It would literally just even out to the same amount of points.
But not really.
Like,
what
do niggas be saying?
Let's look at because Bron is liable to average 28 and 10 in a series. He averaged a triple-double in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no 10-10-10 triple-double either. It was a 30
like 13
game.
11. Yeah.
We're not gonna do though. Here's the thing that you're really forgetting though. The thing that you're forgetting in all this is that regardless of who needed what to happen, obviously everybody did enough on both sides of the ball to where the game came down to the 2 stars in the game, right? One came through and one didn't. That's really what you need to talk about.
He's a big toe away from winning that game.
But he does. And
you know what? I'm not even knocking KD for losing. Like, should they have won? They should have won. Was the last shot bad? Of course, it was a bad last shot.
He blowing leads and nobody's talking about it. Like he was up 2-0, bro. All the excuses go out the window at that point.
And then he lost his number 2
and got a better player in return. I'm not hearing that.
Did he get a better player? Kyrie's put numbers on the board, right?
Harden, come on, bro. Harden is better than Kyrie.
That's I like that. I like what you guys are doing. Answer my question. Kyrie was putting numbers on the board, right?
Yeah.
Was better numbers than James Harden, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck did he get?
But I'm saying, bro,
a facilitator.
Jimmy he was there, bro. That was James Harden.
Like, so the 2-0 shit's out the window when the nigga that comes in gives you less performance. You know that, right?
No, I'm saying that, bro.
I don't really care about that though, because niggas ain't want to give me that excuse when Kyrie went down game 1 in 2015.
That's one of my favorite LeBron finals. But we can act like he didn't lose 3 straight. That's fine. He wasn't up 2-1. We can act like that. And I don't even knock him. The best part is I don't even knock him for it because he played his fucking heart out. His team didn't perform. Shit happens. And this is not the energy y'all giving Kevin Durant.
20. I've been giving. Yes, it is. It's the same energy that the world gave LeBron. We're giving them that energy back. That's it.
There's 3 starters from that finals that are not even in the NBA no more. Every nigga that KD was playing with is gonna be playing for a minute, bro. He had niggas around him. There's no excuses.
Like, if I have to go and ask Bruce Brown for 50 minutes,
These niggas are not on NBA roster.
all those niggas you named are already 30 besides Delhi.
You said what?
All the niggas you just named were over 30 besides Delhi. And this was 6 years ago.
What the fuck does that mean?
Iman's dropped 2 albums since then, bro. Like, give it up. He's been done.
Bro, 30? What is that?
I said 30, and that was 6 years ago.
Amon Shumpert's like 32.
Iman Shumpert's not no goddamn 32.
He's not close to LeBron's age either. LeBron's 37.
Say it again, Rob.
You're telling me that Joe Harris is not gonna be in the league in 5 years?
He should be. He'll be what, 33-ish? 34?
He can tear both ACLs and he'll still be in the league in 5 years, bro. A team is gonna give him a chance as soon as he gets back right.
Because he can shoot, right?
Yes, bro.
But if he's not living up to that, what's the fucking point of Joe Harris?
I mean, somebody still got to guard him.
Do they?
Actually,
He
Amon
was missing
Shumpert's
open
30.
shots.
Amon Shumpert's 30 years old, by the way.
30 right now?
30 right now.
I feel like that's cap. I don't remember him being
I'm
that
looking
young,
at his birthday, June 26,
You
1990.
you got it. I'm wrong. I can admit wrong.
Fuck all those noise about who did what. The game, it came down to game 7 overtime. So everybody did enough to where the Stars can take the game. Whatever Stars gonna take the game is gonna take it. One star went 0 for 6 in overtime and airballed the last shot. That's how he lost. Nothing else matters. That's why he lost.
You know, we can just end it there for real. I don't think KD's deserving of his slander. That's just me.
But you thought LeBron was deserving of slander back in 2018?
You said what?
Did LeBron deserve slander in 2018 or 17?
You always tell me LeBron makes a smart play, and I feel like LeBron at the top of the key against Stephen Curry, whatever happens there, he should take a shot. I don't care. Like niggas know better too. There's no way you were sitting there like George Hill. Like niggas weren't saying that. It's LeBron against Steph Curry. That's the best you've ever seen LeBron shoot too, probably. And he was on fire. If you see LeBron James against a nigga he has damn near 100 pounds on, I promise you, you're not sitting there thinking about George Hill.
I'm looking for the smart basketball play.
So you believe in your heart that they're letting that you got Clay, Draymond, and KD all out in that court, and they're just gonna let him take him to the basket. Nobody's gonna help.
He didn't have to. Hey, can he not shoot on him? What would he do about it? What would Stephen Curry do to a LeBron James shot? I'm curious.
But I would prefer a higher percentage shot from LeBron.
Did you see LeBron that game? There was no non-high percentage shot.
Yeah. Game on the line, give me something around the basket. If I can't get that, I'm creating for the next
He passed it to
shot.
a nigga that's never been in that situation, and he did some dumb shit. Know your players, right?
So you're saying that, so you're talking about that. You said that nobody can tell you nothing about that, but you're not acknowledging KD shoot an air ball over 6'3" Drew Holiday instead of taking
All NBAs, yes, him, that guy. Yeah, all defensive NBA, yeah, that guy.
I'm just making sure.
That guy, yeah, him. We'll act
He's
like
6'3", but I don't give a fuck what he did. What
damn, that's crazy because Steph's 6'3".
All right, that's the problem. So what's the difference?
That's crazy. I'm sitting there, and they both lost that game because they didn't make the right play.
Bro, it don't matter if Drew Holiday's all anything, bro. There's nobody in the world that can guard KD one-on-one.
Do you feel that way about LeBron James?
Yeah.
Then you saw that game 1 in 2018, right?
But I'm not gonna say there's niggas that can't make a wide open layup, bro. If KD had a nigga wide open underneath the rim and they missed it, bro, I don't know what to say.
I don't even think y'all watched that play. Like,
you realize, bro, that there's memes off of what happened in the final seconds, bro.
I get that. I get that.
You're talking about an anomaly game.
I get that.
I'm talking about a nigga going 0 for 6 in overtime. There's a big difference.
LeBron literally scored 2 points in that overtime.
Oh, you said he scored and KD didn't?
KD definitely scored in that overtime, but it's fine.
Well, look at
He scored 2 points in overtime.
He scored 2 points in overtime, right?
Actually, no, he didn't score. He did not score.
my knowledge. I thought he went 0 for 6.
He did not score. Somebody else got 2 points because they only scored 2 points in the overtime.
Here we go. God damn it, I love Google.
I'm about to say, find the stat. I'm pretty sure KD actually went over. He went over.
Damn it, I love Google.
KD was 0 for 6.
Looking at it right now, and in hold on, switch it to overtime. There we go. Oh, he did go score. Who made the free throws?
Over.
Nigga, you gotta get carried.
Over.
I forgot Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown made the only points in that overtime.
Right. Nigga letting Bruce
Wow.
Brown take over games.
Couldn't be my guy.
It was a terrible overtime in general,
We're
but
not bringing up LeBron James no more when niggas let Bruce Brown get the ball.
2
but
points
George Hill.
from Bruce Brown. George Hill can't make free throws.
Fuck that.
Like, come on. He got fouled and he can't just make free throws. That's all you got to do.
LeBron
I think-
has a championship since then. KD don't.
I like that. But I digress. This isn't a LeBron versus KD argument. I just didn't think he was deserving.
There's no such
of the
thing as a
slander
LeBron
he
versus
gets.
KD argument. It's not close. LeBron's
I'm very well documented saying LeBron James the best player in the world without, and I'm sure we've got 20 pods of it.
I think so too.
Yeah, I say it anytime we talk basketball. I say it. I mean, what I like lying.
Damn. You know who else is alive right now?
Tier of guys, bro, and you know that KD's in that tier, and he doesn't get what he deserves. Like, bro, niggas will find a way to clown Steph for not winning playing games the way that he played in those. Like, niggas are going to say all this about Steph when he literally, bro, KD's teammates are better than Steph's, bro. I don't give a fuck.
It don't matter if they're not playing better. None of that matters. None of that matters if they're not playing better. There's a whole lot of they're better than them. But if they're not playing better, what does it matter?
If you let him catch some rhythm instead of trying to fly.
Is Chris Middleton better than everybody on the Hawks outside of Trae Young?
You said what?
Chris Middleton's better than everybody on the Hawks outside of Trae Young, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say by far, but
Give me Clint
it's
Capella.
clear, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But when you watch that game, you're like, damn, everybody on the Hawks is Kevon, not Kevin. He's Kayvon now. They didn't get a nigga a whole new nickname. How he was doing Chris Middleton out there.
Give me Solomon Hill and
Okay.
Clint Capella.
That's one game, though.
And
But
Danilo
what I'm saying
Gallinari.
is, what are you going to do with that? Like, if your second best nigga goes out and looks like that, I mean, you only lost by 3, granted. Like, it was a close, good game.
A suggestion I would have is just hold home court when you're already up 2-0 if you're that guy.
It's fine. I
That
mean,
would be my suggestion.
you can lose the most skilled basketball player to ever live, but it's okay. Don't worry about
You
it.
said what?
We'll take the nigga that doesn't perform well in the playoffs, and we know that.
Who?
We'll lose the most skilled nigga in NBA history, right? Kyrie Irving. The 50, 40, 90 nigga, him, the efficient one, right?
Yeah.
We'll take the nigga that's never performed in the playoffs. I like that.
Who are you talking about?
James Harden.
I'm not gonna say that he has performed in the playoffs before.
Well, not in a game 7, right?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm saying I never seen it. If you got showed to me, I might believe you.
So my point, but you've seen Kyrie do crazy things in game 7s.
Missing
And won game 7.
James Harden is still
In enough game 7s, right?
Won. Literally won.
Kyrie Irving's done enough to show that he's the man in the clutch, right?
No, he's him.
He's him, right?
What-
If
what
you
has he
talk
done?
about the clutchest player in the league, give me your top 3.
KD, Dame.
Braun, Dame, and Kyrie.
Yeah, nah, give me Bron, Dame, and KD.
No, and damn near Luka too, for real.
I'm putting Trae Young.
All right, he froze right there. That's a good look. That's a good look that you froze right there. I didn't want that on the pod. But no, Rob, we are way off topic right now. We will call you back.
All right, bro. Bet.
All right. I can't believe you even trying to pull that something shit off. We're way far. This has been the last 30 minutes, and I knew it would get there because every time somebody says LeBron's name, every time. But it's fine. It's fine.
We were talking about the playoffs.
Yeah. So we can talk about the Suns. This looks ugly. I say 4-1, gentlemen sweep.
Yeah, I say four
Maybe not
one.
even the one.
I say 4-1. I think Kawhi might try to come back and pull something off. But
If
also,
Kawhi
I
comes
should.
back before game 3, which he won't, but because they're playing right now.
Tom,
Uh, oh, actually, let me check the score since we're live. Oh, the Clippers are up. They may win this game. Clippers are up. They may win this game.
Tom.
74-67, 25 seconds left in the third.
Nah, they're gonna lose.
George is shooting. He, it, he's on his Donovan Mitchell. 8-23. Not the point. Point is, that's going to be a quick one. This should be the one the Clippers win, so they can go ahead and get one out the way. Because if you
Yeah,
go down 3-1 and Kawhi comes back, I'm not saying it's impossible, but
Kawhi's.
not
I don't think
likely.
Kawhi would come back. I just know him. I feel like him as a person, he's hurt
No, that's a
till next year.
and that's Bucks Hawks. It literally took the best game Trae Young's ever had in his basketball career to win by 3, and probably the worst Chris Middleton we've ever seen. No, it's not. He's fumbled a lot.
Him versus the Bubble Guppies was pretty bad.
Yeah, but it'd be like that. Um, Lost by 3 points. Giannis has literally dominated this playoffs. Like he's. It feels like every time I look up, he's 30-17.
And it's not even an exciting 30-17. It's like it's 15 dunks.
I will take it. I'm sure they'll take it. That's
Yeah.
that's the worst narrative in history, that the nigga that's going to continually give you 30 and 15 has no bag. I'll never
He
understand.
doesn't have a bag. He's literally just 7 foot and can jump over people.
That's literally Shaquille O'Neal. It's fine. We
Shaq
call
had
him
a
the most
post game.
dominant ever.
Shaq had a post game.
Shaq was stronger than niggas. That's his bag.
Shaq had footwork.
It goes right back that you don't need footwork when you're going to elbow the nigga in the side of the head.
Shaq. So we're gonna act like Shaq didn't have a bag.
More of a bag than Giannis, yes, but don't make it seem like he's Tim Duncan skilled. 1 second, my mother is calling me. I meant to call her earlier. I'm just going to say hi. Mom, hold on, Mama, don't say nothing crazy. I am live on the podcast right now, and I'm just answering to let you know that I'm alive and well. Okay, I love you, and I will call you afterwards.
No, I'm going to sleep, but I'm not going to sleep because I didn't hear from you. Okay?
Thank you.
I
I love you
love
too.
you.
I love you too. All right.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
All
Good
right.
night, everyone. Love you.
All right. That is my mother. I don't even want to cuss no more. No, no. But no. So I still got. I got the Bucks 4-2.
4-2. That's
4-2.
not bad. So I'm not even gonna hold you. I do have the Bucks winning, but just know that I'm going on the record saying I will not be even a little bit surprised when the Hawks win this.
When? Not a if.
When?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Like that. I mean, it goes. It's as simple as that. Like, it takes the best game you've ever seen this guy have to win by 3. That's pretty crazy to me.
There's guys that didn't play that good the previous night that can step up and take some of that load off.
They can, but it's not going to cover no 50 and 11 or 48. Excuse me. I like how scoring has milestones. Like if a nigga goes for 52, you just like, oh man, he had 50. Like you gotta bump the nigga down for some reason. I don't get that. But if a nigga had 49, oh he had 50. No, he had 49. Like it's basically 50. That's my NBA players. We got way off topic. I knew it would be. I'm mad blurry right now.
Yeah.
Holy moly. It should like focus and it's not. I keep getting blurry. I don't want to take it out because
That's
I
what
don't even
that's
know what
a
my other camera looks
pause.
like to keep it a beam.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I need this to unblur. When it's unblurs, let me know because I got a gift, a plant. Someone gave me a plant Oh man, when I unblur, I can't wait to go get this plant. It looks like it wants to focus so bad. It's not going to. I'm just blurry, guys. Sucks. Watch it on. Listen to it on Spotify.
Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. My bad.
Apple Podcast too. But I got a GIF, and it is literally a dick tree. I know, and I know I'm not pausing it.
No need to pause, bro.
I'm gonna go get it. So it is a ginseng plant. Uh, it is literally a dick tree. If you can't see it, right, like those are thighs and a penis. If you can't see that there is a dick tree. Uh, I don't even want to water it. No, I'm playing.
Yo, you don't want to see it grow, bro?
No, I saw it and I was like, how did you not? Like, it was right there. Like, it's clearly a penis on that tree.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Now the playoffs has been exciting though. I'm not gonna lie. I will say I love where the league is going, and I hope that Twitter, like that basketball fans, will let it go that way. I'm sick of the constant comparisons of this current batch of young guys to those who came before them because it just becomes a discredit contest. Who am I going to discredit to give credit? I think we can give credit and appreciate what these guys are doing. We don't have to compare Devin Booker to Kobe every day on Twitter. Devin Booker's Devin Booker. He's a bucket. He's Devin Booker. Huh?
It's a stupid comparison.
It Devin Booker's Devin Booker. He got his shit, like he's getting his shit off. Let him do that. Trey don't got to be Steph Curry. Trey Young is Trey Young. Let him be Trey Young. Zion doesn't have to be the next LeBron if he develops a jump shot. Zion is Zion. Giannis, he doesn't have to be a bag. We know he's never going to get we don't have to compare him to a bag. He's never going to have that. Just let him be a 7-foot dunker.
The worst.
You know?
I've never. That's one thing I'll never understand. Like, dude. Like, can you imagine a nigga giving you 30 and 15 consistently with like 52% shooting? And all you do is go, you have no skill. Like,
he doesn't. He really just he knows he can run, jump, and that's it. He has no
niggas run and jump.
What?
Do other niggas run and jump?
But he's 7 foot.
Do 7-footers not run and jump?
No, they run or jump.
There's a lot of 6'9", 250 niggas in the league, but they're not LeBron. And that's damn near, and that's a credit to LeBron. They added to his skill that he can do that at 6'9", and 250. So I want to add it to Giannis. Oh, he jumped so high for 6'9", 250. Well, yeah, Giannis does too. Giannis is a man. He's a myth. He's a legend. And if he can shoot, he's the greatest nigga to ever touch a basketball. Period. Point blank. If the nigga develops even a like De'Aaron Fox type 3-pointer, and De'Aaron Fox ain't even no great. He's a solid 3-point. If this nigga Giannis becomes a 36%, 37% 3-point shooter, the greatest nigga to ever touch a basketball, and it's not close.
It's never going to happen though. It's like Ben Simmons. At some point in time, you have to give it up.
Nah, Giannis been busting that mid range heavy too in this playoffs. Bam, bam, boop. And every time they act shocked, and it's a highlight. Well, like, okay, I get it. When that 3 starts falling, though,
it's never going to start falling, though.
All right.
I'm not falling for it.
I said 2 years he'll be 35%. I said that last year. So this year he shot shit, but next year, you see, he didn't had a couple 8-3 games in his playoffs for no reason.
It's because he's wide the fuck open.
Hey, so what? Draymond started hitting him, right?
Yeah.
He stopped immediately after, but he was hitting at one point. You know what's crazy? It feels like we've been potting for years. It's been an hour, dude.
Yeah, it's just late.
Yeah, it's mad late for you. So let's go ahead and clean up. Do you want to get into this Mount Rushmore? Because that's a whole nother 30 minutes.
That's an hour. That's next week.
Yeah, we can say that for next week. We can have that if we can get Fred on. We had a real good topic for y'all, but we're gonna have to save it. I'm cool cutting this here. Hey, welcome to another episode where I knew we would get into some LeBron talk. It's sports, dude. It's if you talk
Oh,
basketball, you will
I
talk
do got a
LeBron.
miscellaneous topic.
I'll go for it.
Funk Flex came to West Virginia.
Okay,
Pitiful.
pitiful. You heard it here first. He's ever since Tyler said that shit to him, he's been bent, it's been out of his head.
Nah, his transitions weren't bad. They were just way too quick. His letting like 7 seconds of every song ride, and it was the next song. Don't get me hyped for Finito and don't play gas without smoke. That's not cool at all. And then the transition he did was from that to Love Sosa with no transition. It just cut the song and went to Love Sosa.
So he went to finito without gas, without smoke. That's the whole point of finito.
Bruh.
Gas, without smoke. But don't. Hey, I heard that in the club a little bit.
Bruh.
That would do me justice right now.
Bruh, I'm telling you, we got hit the nah, we
We
don't.
should hit the club. We should hit the club when I was down there, but we didn't
We actually didn't do anything.
at all. I did literally nothing on leave, and it was amazing. It's been a while. Do you have anything blasphemous for me?
Uh um it has been a while since we did blasphemous
I
statements.
have one. I don't think it's blasphemous, but there's literally no difference in the career trajectory of Tyler Perry's Medea and Kevin Hart. And I want this very much on record. The early Tyler Perry, flames, fire, legendary. And as you go up, it just gets worse. And not to say it's bad, I'll say it's bad, but that's my opinion. But
Okay.
you get worse. And you can tell how the fanship has switched. Uh, if you know what I mean. Um, and it's literally the exact same thing with Kevin Hart. Is he making his bag? Of course. Hey, brother, go get that bag. You hear me? Always go get that bag. Candace Owens, it's doing the same shit, getting that bag.
Nah.
She's getting a. Hey, I'm not supporting what she's doing or nothing. I just said, hey, she's out there getting a bag. Kevin Hart's doing the exact same thing. He's in movies that are movies.
They are technically movies, yes.
They are technically movies. He's doing stand up. That I mean, it's technically stand up, but I didn't stand up. If I did, it was to turn the TV off quickly. But besides that,
All right,
there's
that's
no
a good.
difference for me between Medea and Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Am I
I'll tell you
wrong?
what. Here's mine. Nah, I think it's obvious. There's not a difference, though. No, because what I was about to say is only going to further that point.
I appreciate that. That's just
But
how I feel. Go ahead.
yeah, but not yeah. That's funny. Nah, but my thing is I like Jared Leto's Joker.
That just kind of made me mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I kind of got like hot under the
I
head.
liked it. I liked Suicide Squad a lot. Eh, I I like where they went with Jared Leto's Joker. Um,
You remember how we were talking about Juneteenth
yes.
and how what this is about to become? It's about to become like Cinco de Mayo ish.
Yeah.
Leto can see the future because that's what he was.
So my thing with that, I think it was more modernization,
Mm,
urbanization
mm.
versus appropriation. Because I think he had the laugh down.
Cool. I mean, there's no real set laugh. All of them laugh a little different.
He had the crazy down.
It's a role. It's a script.
So what was missing exactly? You didn't like the how he had the smile on his hand and also on his arm?
I mean, all I know was like Oregon did that shit with gloves years ago. Like years ago. Was I supposed to be impressed by this? Like we've never seen a nigga do it, or like, why would it impress me? Is my question. Like, you see how every Joker does something different, and that's like, whoa, like shocks the world. Yeah, Leto did none of that. Nothing.
And to follow that up, Joaquin Phoenix is the best Joker.
Portrayal of what a Joker is, or best like performance.
Performance and portrayal. Well,
I
performance.
agree
I
with.
give Heath Ledger's portrayal. I give Joaquin Phoenix the performance.
Okay, I just got more blurry. You can tell the bullshit's going. I don't know how I fix it the last. I'm nothing right now. I'm just.
You look
like
like you're loading into it.
that's facts. Unlock character. No, that's what I look like. That's not funny. I need to go check my mail. I ain't checked my mail in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
You're different.
Bro, they keep sending me somebody else's mail. I don't know whose it
Wow.
is, so it's just like sitting around my house.
Damn, you must have multiple addresses. That's nuts.
I don't, but that no, I was gonna say his name, but I won't. I protect his privacy, even though he's not protecting mine. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, by the way, fried chicken washed fried fish in
I
our
know.
Instagram poll.
But guess what? At the Juneteenth celebration, what sold more?
Did you check the numbers?
Fried fish did. I didn't have to check the numbers. All you gotta do is check the line. The line for chicken was non-existent. The line for fish wrapped around the fucking track.
Cool, cool. Um, wasn't really how we planned on settling it. I thought the poll would do the job, not a Juneteenth that you only could see, but the people could see.
No,
It's
ask.
now I gotta call and ask niggas like it's a lot.
I'm gonna call and ask niggas for you,
I,
and I'm gonna screen
all
record
right.
them. I'm gonna screen record the conversations and make a compilation of it, and then we can post it.
If you call someone on FaceTime and you won't be able to hear the sound because you'll be using the microphone. Um, yeah. What can I say? I'm kind of techie. Not really. It's just I've
No, I was
tried to
gonna say you're
screen
not at
record some
all.
shit before a couple times and it didn't go my way. But you know what? We can get in something like that next pod. I have nothing else. Do you have anything else?
I have nothing else.
All right. Oh, we didn't talk about ESPN being asked. Do you want to get into it or?
We'll save that for the next one.
All right, we'll save it for the next one. Hey, you all
I'm
have
gonna
a
brew up some
wonderful.
more for that too.
This is bad. Like, no, it's me. God damn it. I keep getting worse every time I touch it.
Yeah.
Also, I have my rag on, my mic, like I'm in the middle of that Lil Wayne freestyle.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, different. I have nothing. I just keep saying a bunch. We should definitely cut this because I need to eat. All right, brother. Wonderful
Hey,
pod. Hey, hey, season 2, episode 2. Keep it rolling. Thank you all for supporting. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Peace
you know what to
out.
do.